Issue 64, Stormbringer magazine. Scraggot, the Loon King, the leader of the Gloomspite Gits. Hello and welcome to The Lucky Roll, an eclectic channel for eclectic games, and today we're going to be doing issue 64 of our continuing series of Hachette Collections Stormbringer magazine based in the Warhammer Age of Sigmar universe. Now this issue comes with a very interesting mini. He has Scraggot, the Loon King, so this guy would be the king of the Gloomspite Gits. There's some very interesting lore here as well, so it's focusing on another leader from the forces of destruction called Gobsprak, the Mouth of Mork. Now, it's interesting because the king of, or the god of the Oruks is Gork and Mork. Gork is more about the brutality and Mork is more about the cunning. So Gorksprak is, or Gobsprak, excuse me, is more about the cunning of Mork. So Gork and Mork would split up into different aspects, and this character, of course, is focused mainly on the cunning aspect. So there's some really interesting little bits here in terms of, like, say, the magic gubbins is that he has a sorcerer's head attached to him. And of course, it's a beautiful, stunning looking model in himself. But just a nice little bit of lore on other characters that are in this universe. And of course, the way that they can kind of have prophetic visions. So if you want to do even narrative campaigns, it gives you room and freedom to do that. You have here the Fires of History, so some more information on the Realm of Fire and Hammer Hal Ashka and the Dawnbringer Crusades. You have here the actual character that comes with the magazine, Scraggot, the Loon King, who is literally the king of the Gloomspite Gits and the prophet of the Mad Moon. So he's the self-proclaimed king, and a really cool little mini. You have here different characteristics, the usual bits and pieces, and the how to build guide. Now, I will warn you, there is a little bit of difficulty here because his head, or the center part of him, comes in 3 separate pieces. So the staff only connects down at the very bottom. So when you're snipping this, be very careful because there's only one tiny little piece down here at the bottom that is connecting both pieces. The head goes infuriatingly into the center. Then the left part of, or excuse me, then the right part of the head, and then the left part of the head. So there is a lot of dry fitting needed to get this piece right. And then you have the capes, and I will show you, I made one little mistake with this guy in the sense that I attached the wrong bit to the cape. Unfortunately, I used super glue because I thought there was so little connection there. I simply misread the connection, but I can use my mistake to warn you yourselves when you're making this, that just be aware of this little connection and how it goes together. You have the How to Paint Scraggot, the Loon King guide, and again, plenty of it because we have plenty of paints in our repertoire at this stage. A nice little kind of war scroll on Scraggot, and as you can see, because he's a king, there's quite a lot he can do. You have the War Scroll tutorial, and Flame and Fury Bad Loon Rising is Battle Plan 4, which of course you get to no doubt use him with the Alliances of Destruction. So having a look at him himself, it's a beautiful model, but again, like I said, finicky. So there is quite a lot to him. So you can see here that he's quite a big crown. He has his staff. You have mushrooms growing absolutely everywhere. You have his robes. You have his scepter, which is kind of cool because there seems to be kind of a bug thing at the base of the skull. So if you want to go into real detail, you can kind of try and bring out the aspects of it. Now this little bit here, unfortunately, was me spilling super glue. So not what I really wanted, but I kind of thought, okay, it's a bit of greasiness, but nevertheless, lesson learned. You have here, of course, 2 little minions kind of carrying him. Now that's the other thing, is that he doesn't quite sit flat, or at least I couldn't quite get him to sit 100% flat. Now, the 2 little squigs that are carrying him, this is the one that kind of caused me all the heartache, and you can see here again, I tried with super glue that the cape just wouldn't quite attach properly. Now, that was my mistake. I thought the connection was a little bit further up, so he was balancing out where it actually kind of flops onto the actual cape a little bit. Now, I'm a little disappointed that I didn't give the Loon King the love, care and attention that he no doubt deserved, but I will probably go off and buy another one of these issues and paint him again in the future. But nevertheless, a really cool little mini, a very oblong kind of base as well, but just to be careful when you are assembling him, especially around the head. So this is not a model I'd rush, I think is the best way to kind of describe it. But nevertheless, he is the king of the Gloomspite Gits, and you have two of his squigs there carrying his robe as he kind of sails throughout the battlefield. And for a grot, he's actually quite tall. So as always, this is Sean from The Lucky Roll. If you enjoy these videos, please like, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. And until next time, good luck, God bless, and stay safe.